Hello everyone, I am the Train Sim Guy and welcome to my first ever video on Train Sim World 2 and on YouTube. And I will be on the Snell Fast Tracker Köln, and what I'll be doing is creating a series of all the routes apart from Sand Patch Grade, so every single one of these, and doing the scenarios for them. I'll finish the scenarios and do some timetable services for live streams or just as videos in general. But like I said, we're going to start off on the Snell Fast Tracker Köln. In the scenarios, talented takeover. Take charge of an RE9 service operating to Aachen in the BR442 Talent 2. So let's get straight into that one. So, talented takeover, we are in. And the first thing to do is unlock the right hand doors by the look of it. Welcome to Düren. This is an RE9 service from Köln, calling all stations to Aachen. Open the doors to commence boarding. I have done so, sir. Or madam. So like I said, I'll be doing the scenarios for all of the routes I have, apart from Sand Patch Grade. I just don't like it. I really don't. I'm sorry guys, if you do want to look at the SPG routes, feel free to look somewhere else, because it won't be on this channel unfortunately, because I just don't get along with it. So this is the second time with me driving this train, the Talent 2. If you're wondering how to get a destination up, it's already on there for me, but I'll show you anyway. Hang on, let me just get moving first. Right, okay. You're gonna press 8 and then Hock or Runter, so up or down. We are going to Aachen. It's already set up, but I'll just show you anyway. You click what you select what you want. It's covered in blue, and then you press it, enter, and then it'll be on the front, well, and the side. There you go. And also, there's another good feature in Talent 2, apart from SEFA. This thing called the temper mat, which is sort of like AFB and like a cruise control. So we have a 60 kilometer an hour, no we don't, 160 kilometer an hour speed limit. So when I get up to that, what I'll do is I'll press that button and it will set it at 160 kilometers an hour. Quite clever. It's good technology on these German trains, I must say. Didn't think it'd be good as I thought it would be. But I'm just, as you saw, for now I'm playing with SEFA, just on the Talent 2. I haven't quite worked out how to use it on the Talent 2 yet, but with the ICE I'm absolutely fine with it. So we'll be using PZB with the ICE 3 in the coming videos that hopefully won't be too long. So Langevay is our first stop, which is 7.8 kilometers away. Let's see for again. There's another Talent 2. Okay, so we're approaching that 160 speed. So what I'll do is I'll take my cursor over towards this button, the temper mat, on or off. Once you get to 160, press it and it locks in, and it keeps it at that speed. I think it's really clever and I like it. And that's all we have to worry about now, is stopping at stations and SEFA. Job's good. We're set for 6 kilometers. I must say, they are not very generous with the times, are they? We have, well, 3.5 minutes to get to Langevay, which is 5.5 kilometers away. Not very generous at all. God, buzzer. Let's have a little look around here. Cabin lights, instrument lights. I'll probably keep that on full. I just like the instrument lights. Not operational. Life is another that. Okay, we have got a 80 kilometers an hour, kind of in 3 kilometers. So I'll probably just back off on the throttle. Just let it roll up the hill for the time being. But what routes are you guys looking forward to for me to be doing? And put a request in as well. Put a request in the comments what ones you want me to do next. As well, I'll probably go for the base game one first, so it'll probably be this, and then the London Underground, as I'm not doing Sandpatch Grade. But apart from that, I've got all the British DLCs, so feel free to take a pick. Right, okay, need to start slowing down a bit more now. One and a half kilometers away from the 80 limit, and 1.9 away from Langvar. Got a flashing limit, so normally with PZB on I'd have to acknowledge that. I did get screwed over a couple of times with PZB because I did not acknowledge signals. Well, actually I wasn't concentrating that much, but you know, with this route you have to keep your eyes open completely. See if it's not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna press the button again. I'll keep it at that speed. But I am gonna just throttle down for the time being, so you can keep an eye on the station, which is just up here around the corner, and we'll be turning in. Bit of braking. And there it is, Langvar. Nice and easy. Don't underestimate or overestimate this platform. There's quite a lot of platform to work with, but I want to make sure I get in the green. I think I've missed the green, but it don't matter. We're on the platform. Okay. We'll open the doors. And we'll have a little look outside. I nearly put this pillar in front of the door. I must say, a bit of a stupidly placed marker. Why not have it over overhead gantry or a sort of thin signpost away from the platform? Because it's just an inconvenience. If I stopped it a little bit earlier, which is a good job I didn't, it would be in the way. And I haven't actually looked in the interior of the Talent 2 yet, so interesting to see. Right, let's close the doors, ready for a timely departure. These doors do take a long time to close though. There we go though. We're ready to go after Eschweiler. And we join in the main line again in just a second. Check your wing mirrors before pulling out. Right, back up to the 160. Still an increase in a climb. On an uphill gradient. One of the things I hate is an uphill gradient. Much prefer a downhill than an uphill. I'm not sure what these are for. If you could put in the comments below what these are for, that would make it a lot easier. I think it's something to do with the doors, because it's this whole panel here. I mean, it's the doors. So you've got the right side, the left side. Why can't I press them? Right, I'll go back to the button again, temper mat, and bang. 160, not getting over it. Yeah. I think it's something to do with The step? You know the step that comes out here? But I don't know. Let's try and get some cinematic shots with the talent. I'm not the best at this, but I'll give it a go. Oh god, I'm speeding. No, I'm not. That's fine. No, I pressed the wrong button. That's the one. Okay, I think it's time we get back in the cab now. There it is. Okay, that actually was well judged. Sort of. Okay, I'm a bit late on the speed, but you know. We're fine. We're going to stop at a station nicely. Coming off the main line. Actually, we haven't left the main line, have we? No. Still on the main line, but because that's quite dangerous for a high-speed train to go over these points at a high speed. But then again, it's still going through the station. So we're probably still on the main line. Right, I've slowed down quite drastically, so let's not throw this one away. Right, Eichweiler. We're on time actually, because we're going to stop around 24 minutes past 12. Go on for a good stop here. Not bad. Ooh. Disappear. Oh my god. Oh my god. What happened there? Let's have a look around this place. Maybe not. Hello. Fascinated by the number 2. Who's going to make the doors before they close? Tube train. Oh. And we're away. $60 limit, lock it in. We got that 120. Right, we'll get up. 3 kilometers to Stolberg, not far away at all, and we've got a 110 in 1.5, so we'll lock in on 120. And then we'll have to start braking again. Coming into Stolberg. Why is this... why can't you access this? Because that's quite... Okay, it's not a very big yard, but... We'll lock in on 110, just to be safe. We'll have a look round. I mean, this is quite a big shunting yard, actually. Not as big as the Tees Valley. Mine. Okay, that is also very complex. That's 2 turntables that are linked together. Surprised actually, there's no locos about. I've seen one loco, which was also a talent too. Don't know where it is. Went past us, didn't it? It'll probably be around here somewhere. 1.1 kilometers. Okay, we'll start paying a bit more attention now. Let's get rid of that throttle, put in a bit of braking, and this platform, you can't see it yet, but it's just around the corner. So be a bit sharp on the brakes. There it is. It's coming nice and slowly. It's quite difficult to get my head around the measurements change, but I can sort of get it. It's definitely better to play in the measurement that suits that country, because if I was to play in miles per hour now, it's a lot harder to understand. 10 meters away. Not too bad. Unlock the doors. Right, let's have a little look around this train actually. No, not open the door. It's like a bit of, it's like a bus. Do you know what I mean? British buses. Some of the low, single tier ones, they just go up steps for some weird reason. Why? Why does this do that? You know, it's the same height. I don't know. Just to keep it a bit more. Oh, I've opened the wrong doors. Okay, we're fine. We've got 20 odd seconds. Right. We have to see both of these doors close at the same time. As if by magic. Right, are my lights... Okay, I want them on marker. Just so we can just have these little two things here, instead of them shining brightly in your eyes. There we go, and let's go. Islandorf. 4.5 miles away, which is not miles, it is kilometers. So yeah, that's it. It's, you know, it happens because I'm playing in a foreign country. Also, guys, if you are playing at night, you can increase your brightness, and you can also change it to night mode. I prefer to play it like this. I don't know why I've had it the other way. Not sure how you prefer to play it, but I think it just hurts my eyes a bit. Well, that's a bit more subtle. You know, it's quite in your face. That's a bit easier to read, and you probably won't get what I mean, but you know. Must say, some of the worst horns I've ever heard are in this train. Another one of which is probably... Oh... Was it in the West Somerset Railway, or was it on... the Bakerloo line's pretty poor. I haven't driven that in a long while, Bakerloo. So it's going to be a bit of a surprise when I get to play it again. Oh, I'm speeding. Let's get down, otherwise the German rail are going to absolutely hate me. Get that up. Lovely stuff. Emergency brake. That's strange. Why is the PZB... The last time I drove this, it didn't... You held the PZB forward or backwards and it didn't make any noises. That whiny, annoying whining noise it makes. What's this? Is this... Oh, that's probably passenger. Okay, I need to slow down. Bad. Like, bad. We'll miss the platform otherwise. I don't care about safer right now. Go away. I need to stop at this platform. And it's right there. I will do, trust me. And release. Oh, I've put it in. Oh, you're joking me. Quickly. Go forward, go forward, go forward quickly. Oh, we're very early. We're fine. We're fine. It's just not going to be very good on my stats because I've stopped where the platform ends here. I'm supposed to start there. Well, don't overshoot. That would be bad, wouldn't it? I think I might actually. Oh no. And there's a door missing. Okay, I'm just gonna get the doors out now. Close. I'm very bad. I'm gonna have to do that again, aren't I? If you use emergency brake, reverse it to neutral. Oh no, it's because the doors are open, that's why. What? There you go, see? We're cool. Now we can go. No, I can't because the master switch is off. There we go. No, I can't. There we go. I probably could start going now, but we'll be extremely early. Yeah, does this remind you of like a British bus? A British single-decker bus? Because it reminds me of one. It's like the chairs and the way it sort of goes up, which I don't get. Like this. Like, what's this all about? Why does it sort of like go up? I'm just winding my way around the train, opening all the doors here. Steps up, like, just why not make it flat to the ground? What's wrong with it? It's probably like an first class. It's just one seat over it. If I sit in that seat, I'll get stuck in an invisible wall, so I'm not going to try. Nice cab. I got one of these too, my friend. Right, we've got a minute. Let's jump out of here. And head back. Oh. We'll head back. Thank you. Right, where else are we heading to? Aachen's not that far away, so it's not a really long scenario this, but it's, you know, it's long enough. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump on board here because I can't stop a train. Don't worry guys, I'll be loads better when I'm in my own comfort zone. In the ICE, I love that thing. Whoa, it's not very nice. Right, let's make sure we're all ready to go, and we'll leave prematurely. I just like sticking in 10, just to see how fast it accelerates. Aachen Rotterdam, which is not, it's not Aachen, it's not actually Aachen. Aachen's over here, the real, you know, the proper station. I don't know whether this is where we're going to because we have, you know. No, it's not. Okay, we're going to Aachen HBF. So it's just like a outskirts town station. I'd thought something like that. What does the white light mean? I've not actually got my head around just German signalling. And with the new southeastern high-speed route coming out, and they said there's a different type of signalling, I'm not looking forward to it. I must say, I'm looking forward to the route like no one else is. But more signalling? I still haven't got my head around this yet. I don't know what all the things mean, and I don't think anyone does. But I'm just, you know, looking for green lights. Obviously I can see at the top right. Green lights and speed restrictions is all I need to see. That's all I need to acknowledge as well. This I understand. If I was using PZB, I'd have to acknowledge it because it's showing me that I've got a speed Oh, Christ. And I've used the emergency brake as well. I think that's a good thing. People watching. Might slow down. Okay, we're fine. You're not going to stop in the right place, but we're going to stop before the end of the platform, which is justifiable. In fact, that is not bad. I mean, if I walk in there now, there might be lots of passengers who are unconscious. Oh, excuse you. She's got up and walked off, so she's fine. These people, however, now have not got a neck. You look strangely familiar. Where have I seen you before? Ah, that might explain something. Right, let's jump back in the cab. Hello, people. Please don't come in here. Right, let's get the train set up for departure. Brake charge is going. It's leaving me. I can go! Yeah, if you don't know if you can go or not, basically, you know where it says the number 10 there on my HUD? Just there. On the HUD. If you got a red box around it, it means you can't move. So, the secret to everything is open the doors and close them again. It's literally the best thing you can ever do in life. If your TV doesn't work, turn it off, turn it back on again. You know what I'm saying? Life. It's just life. Okay, I've got a 70 limit, so I'm going to slow down. Get rid of you, Sifa. Not slowing down very quick. Also going by the fact that I'm on an uphill. Sure, you make it even better. Okay, leave it there. 69 kilometers an hour. And we're coming into our terminus, Aachen HBF, and we just have to load the passengers, not unload them, because we're going to the end of the line, which is, take your pick. We're not unloading passengers, apparently. More people are getting on. This is where they live. You can actually go down here. Okay, I've got a 40. In, yeah, I should know this because this is literally the route I drive all the time. So that would need acknowledging with a PZB, otherwise you'll get screwed over. I normally quite like to come in here at about 20. It isn't the speed limit, but you know, rather safe than sorry. I like to crawl in. 30's fine. But when I was driving the ICE the other day, I got so close to the signal and the train still wasn't even in the station. It's huge. The IC3 Summer Contest is huge. Like, you go all the way up to here and it's still back there. Okay, let's not run the red. That's bad. Go away. And stop. Lovely stuff. Okay, there you go. That is the first scenario. Talent Takeover. All the way to Aachen. And we have completed it successfully. A minor mishap on the way, but you know, we're only half a minute late, so we have reasons, and there's always a solution to that reason. Does she actually walk down, or does she? Oh, you can go down here. Oh my! I have never been down here. No, well, I got it. Is it like fixing a lift or something? Walking into people? Oh, I can't go down here. No. Down here? Oh, you just can see that route map on the way there. And I got a gold star! Gold star! On the first mission of this channel. Can't believe I did, because I didn't speed much. I was very consistent with the speed limit, I must say, and I obviously it did take me a long time to reach Aachen from Aachen Road. So yeah, it's fine. We're a minute late to Aachen, but you know, we made up for it. We were a minute early on some occasions, on quite a few occasions actually. But anyway, that has been the first scenario on the Snell Fast Tracker Köln. Talented Takeover. Next one, I promise you, will be the ICE. Let's have a look at what we're going to have next, what we have to look forward to. Explore. Number 2, Ice to meet you. Take charge of an ICE 17 service heading east to Köln. Haven't actually driven to Köln. Well, I have in the Talent 2, and I drove a PZB. Big mistake. Big top tip to you guys: if you're buying Train Sim World 2 and you're looking to drive this route for the first time, don't use any safety systems. Do not even use CIFA. Although it's as simple as what's the pedal? The foot pedal. DSD. Don't use it. Just look around you. Keep your eyes on the tracks and to the right of the tracks. Speed limits, signals. Before you use PZB, you need to understand signals. Signals is the hardest thing about this route, and it's the main thing you need to understand before you use any safety systems. But anyway guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like rating, subscribe to the channel, and also comment down below what routes you want me to do after I have completed this one and the Bakerloo line. Once again, I thank you all for watching. Have a good day, have a good evening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.